Hey guys, welcome to the Hebert household. We are hanging out here in the kitchen because we are talking diet and nutrition. In this quick video series, we are going to talk all things turkey. We are on Thanksgiving week, and it is a popular time. Starting from Halloween through the rest of this year, our calorie count generally tends to go up along with things like the number on the scale and the waistline. And so we want to produce this video series. I want to come alongside and help you so that we can at least avoid some of that or be aware of what it is that we're trying to do. Because a lot of times when we start eating and not watching what we're doing, we lose track of our goals, we lose sight of what we're doing. And guys, even if you want to eat more, even if you want to ingest more food, or it's a popular time for alcohol and that calorie count is going up, you can still set goals and help you get to your overall fitness desire. And so we want to talk about that today. So real quick, first, the place that we always start is here in the kitchen, because we want to start with your health and fitness goal, whatever it is, right here. You cannot outwork a bad diet. So we start here in the kitchen so that we know exactly what it is we're trying to do. Now, when I sit down with somebody and come alongside them and we start talking diet and nutrition and creating a meal plan for them, the most popular place that we start is a 40-40-20 diet. That is 40% carbohydrate, 40% protein, 20% fat. Now from there, your individual needs might adjust. Maybe you want to try to go into ketosis, which means you're eliminating carbs completely. Maybe you're going to try to bulk up, which means you're going to need to increase the protein intake. But for good general overall health, the starting place to nail the diet is 40% carbohydrates, 40% protein, 20% fat. Now, from there, to figure out what does that look like for me in terms of how much do I need to eat a day, we have a couple of ways to get started. And the number one suggestion that I always make for people here is to start by nailing your protein intake. So let's, for example, I'll do some quick math here. Let's say that we have a 200-pound individual, a male who wants to get started exercising, eating right. What does that mean for his diet and nutrition? Well, you want 0.8 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. And a kilogram is like 0.45 of a pound, almost a half a pound. So that means that to strictly maintain his body weight, he's going to be eating about 70, 72, 75 grams of protein in there. And if he wants to increase muscle mass, he's going to be eating more than that. All right, so you're going to have to decide what your goal is. Am I trying to lose weight? You're going to be very strict about that 40-40-20 breakdown. If you're trying to gain muscle, you want to be sure to first nail that protein and whatever it is that you're trying to do. So from there, now we start doing this overall calorie. And in later videos in the series, you can see actually right here in part 2 of this video, as we have like an actual Thanksgiving spread, we are going to talk about that. In fact, I posted on my Instagram this plate right here and said how many calories are right here. So you can see we've got some turkey I roasted in the oven, we've got some stuffing, we've got some Brussels sprouts. Something that you might typically see at a Thanksgiving meal, and so we're going to talk about that. But real quick, hop over to my Instagram page. That is at JSHiebert, Hiebert. I got a picture of that up. How many calories do you think are in there? Go ahead and leave a comment below. Take your best guess. We'll be answering that in one of the future video series. But when we're talking diet and nutrition here and now, and let's say we want to follow that 40-40-20 breakdown, typically here's what that means. This will get us close to that calorie intake, and then again from there we'll make those minor modifications to make sure you're staying under the calorie goal or going over if you're trying to bulk up and add some weight. But we want to start here with a palm-sized serving of protein, a fist-sized serving of carbohydrates, and a fist-sized serving of vegetables. Depending upon your average day, that typically means 5 to 6 meals a day. That's 5 to 6 good, clean, whole sources of protein. We're talking chicken breast or turkey, fish, beef, bison, pork. Any of those sorts of complete animal proteins are going to be getting us that protein intake that we need for our health journey. Carbohydrates, obviously we prefer whole grains. So we're talking your whole grain breads, your brown rice, your sweet potatoes, oatmeal. Those complex carbohydrates not only fill you up quicker, but they keep you fuller, longer. And then the fat, the 20%, this is where we have to watch because fat contains a lot of calories per gram, just over twice as much as carbohydrate or protein does. And so really focus on limiting the fat intake to good, healthy sources of fat. So your avocados, your coconut oils, your olive oils, things like that. Use those for baking instead. And if you have to choose between butter or margarine on your toast, choose butter. It's a much better option. Not only tastes better, it's better for you. So we're talking diet and nutrition. We would be eating every 3 to 4 hours then. If we need 5 to 6 meals a day of a palm, a fist, and a fist, means that source of protein is happening every 3 hours. You can see here, we have this plate done nicely up. That is roughly about the size of my palm. If I could get it lined up perfectly, you'd see that. I have measured all of this. I've calculated all of it, so we'll be talking macros in one of the future videos. But know that that's what a typical plate looks like. I might have gone a little heavy on the carbs because, hey, who doesn't like some extra stuffing here at Thanksgiving? And we'll talk about all of that in the future. But just know, 3 to 4 hours, some good palm-sized serving of protein. Make sure you're getting that good source of protein in, carbohydrates, vegetables. We need to be getting those micronutrients that the vegetables give us. So there it is. Video 1 is up. Whole foods. Guys, whole foods are better than supplements with all the time, except for one exception, and we'll talk about that here in one of the future videos as well. But just know if you have to choose a supplement, a protein shake, or a whole food, we're going to be choosing whole foods like you see demonstrated here. That's it for video 1. Thanks for staying tuned. We'll talk to you guys very soon in video 2, where we are talking turkey and all things Thanksgiving. Take care.